Hello. I've been thinking about you. Although we've not been formally introduced, we need to talk about relationships. Would you rather have the same boring customer stay at your hotel every year, or would a new and exciting guest make you happy? The problem with a new and exciting guest is that they do not come back because they're always looking for something different. The same boring customers are the people who make your business successful. The following presentation is going to explain why our regular customers are so valuable to the business. The learning objectives from this session are to understand the benefits of relationship marketing. Both the business and the customers benefit from this relationship. The concept of segmentation based on profitability is also addressed. Not all customers are profitable to serve. We may even question whether some customer groups should be served at all because they do more harm than good. Thank you, Ray. We got the message. Time to get started with the presentation. The goal of relationship marketing is to build and maintain a base of committed customers who are profitable for the organization. Relationship marketing helps to identify the most profitable customers. The relationship between loyal customers and business profitability has roots in the Pareto principle, or the 80-20 rule. This comes from an Italian economist, Vilfredo Pareto, in 1906. He created a mathematical formula to describe the unequal distribution of wealth in his country, observing that 20% of people owned 80% of the wealth in Italy. This iceberg metaphor seems appropriate. The top of the iceberg is those 20% of the customers who keep your business afloat. Relationship marketing also creates long-term relationships that are mutually beneficial. Bowen and Chen find that customers who report being highly satisfied with their hotel stay are more likely to recommend the hotel in return. This study demonstrates that the relationship between satisfaction and loyalty is not linear. The difference between highly satisfied and satisfied in terms of likelihood of returning and recommending a hotel is dramatic. The likelihood even drops more with slightly less satisfaction, such as a 5. Looking more closely at the study results, we can see critical service elements that make customers highly satisfied. If we put this under the lens of ServQual, looking at reliability, responsiveness, assurance, empathy, and tangibles, we can go back to these questions. Communicating that customers' needs are important sounds a lot like empathy. Staff appropriately handling requests sounds like responsiveness. Following through with tasks sounds like reliability. Staff recognizing your name sounds like assurance. Hassle-free visits sounds like reliability. And service consistency also sounds like reliability. Relationships help us to learn about our customers. Long-term customers develop behavioral patterns and businesses get to learn more about their needs and motivations. The benefit of this knowledge is twofold. First, businesses can tailor the messages to specific customers based on their past behavior. Past behavior is by far the best predictor of future needs. Second, the businesses are more focused on their marketing mix and target people who are most likely interested in their offering. Here's an example targeting based on past customer experiences. I volunteered to join Kimpton Hotel's Rewards Club to receive discounts on future hotel rooms. The more I stay with Kimpton, the faster a free night is awarded. How does relationship marketing benefit the customer? Well, a number of different ways. First of all, customers can receive greater value. Customers are more likely to stay in a relationship with a firm when the quality and satisfaction and specific benefits exceed the monetary and non-monetary costs. There are also confidence benefits. Research in all service areas conclude that confidence benefits are most important to customers. One study shows that hotel image matters for customer loyalty. Satisfaction with various services and price are much less important. Housekeeping services appears to have some contributing relationship to loyalty when modeled with hotel image. Social benefits. Familiarity. Is it more fun to deal with someone you know? Social support. Over time, a service provider can become part of the consumer's social support system. Some of you may have a hairdresser of preference. Personal relationships that the service provider and the customer develop. The downside of these personal relationships is that the firm could lose customers if an employee leaves the company. There are special treatment benefits. Research has shown that special treatment benefits seem to be less important than the other benefits that customers receive. The big problem with this benefit is your competitors can offer the same. Distinguishing your service based on special treatment is very difficult. Special deals such as frequent flyer mileage programs is one way. Price breaks, special discounts for customers that use services a lot. Here's an example of Marriott sending out deals to people in their Bonvoy program. The firm also receives tremendous benefits from these relationships. One area is economic benefits. Research has shown over the long run, relationship-oriented service firms achieve higher overall returns than transaction-oriented firms. There's the notion of customer equity, and that's the total sum of the discounted lifetime values of all the firm's current customers. This approach is relatively new to marketing. It puts the customers and strategies designed to grow the value of each customer at the heart of the organization. The implication is that customers and customer equity may be more central to a corporate strategy than brands and brand equity. We can look at this in terms of increased revenues. Here we can see that consumers spend more over time. In a hospitality context, Bowen and Shoemaker find that loyal hotel customers have higher food and beverage purchases than non-loyal customers. Do you want to know an easy way to increase profits? Just keep your customers happy. Just reducing your customer defections by 5%. Say you normally lose 100 customers to just 95 customers. 5% reduction, you can boost your profits 25% to 85%. We also have reduced marketing and administrative costs. One study concludes that repeat purchases by established customers require as much as 90% less marketing expenditures. Over time, customers amount to a major revenue source for businesses. We can estimate the value of customer loyalty by calculating the lifetime value of a customer. Here's an example. Could be an insurance company trying to estimate. Suppose the company pays an average of $50 per customer on promotional expenses. The cash flow projection is 10 years. The yearly gross contribution per customer is expected to be $260. The appropriate discount rate is 20%. You don't need to calculate customer lifetime value. I'm just showing you that a method exists to estimate the value of customers over time. The challenge with this type of calculation is that the business needs to have a strong pulse on customer behavior, and some assumptions about the future need to be made. Like any projection, the further out one goes, the less reliable the estimate becomes. There are customer behavior benefits, such as strong word-of-mouth endorsements. Satisfied loyal customers can be more effective promoters of your company than the best advertising. Also, the costs are much lower. There's also customer voluntary performance. Customers may want to help the company to be successful. For example, my pancakes might be a little dry. I would tell the wait person about it. There are social benefits to customers. Satisfied customers offer encouragement and emotional support to customers. Loyal customers become mentors for new customers. When you were new to this university, did you get help from other students? Finally, there are human resource management benefits. Loyal customers make the job easier for employees. Since a regular customer knows how things work, he or she is able to act correctly, knowing the routine. There are social benefits for employees. Employees actually enjoy interacting with some regular customers. I had clients and I really enjoyed, and it was difficult to leave my job because the friendship ended. Employee retention. Working for a company with happy and loyal customers is easier. Getting yelled at by angry customers is not much fun and tends to wear people down. Let's look at how to manage the customer base. Marketers should adopt a strategic approach to retaining, upgrading, and even terminating customers. We can look at this in terms of a tiering customer base. At the bottom, we've got lead consumers. These are customers that tend to generate low revenues for a firm, but often still require the same amount of service as the next level, which we'll find out are iron customers. This segment is a loser from the firm's perspective. The iron tier, these customers provide the bulk of customer base. Because their numbers give the firm economies of scale, they're often important so that a firm can build and maintain a certain level of capacity level and infrastructure. These would be the coach seats on an airplane, for example. The gold customers expect high levels of service and they are price sensitive. If they're not happy, this group is willing to invest and try new services. Finally, the platinum customers. These are a small percentage of the customer base. However, they are heavy users and contribute a large share of the profits generated. Typically, they're not price sensitive. However, they expect high service levels in return. We need to retain, upgrade, and terminate customers. Each segment requires a customized service level. The benefit levels for the platinum and gold levels are designed to retain customers. The platinum tier requires some exclusive benefits not available to other segments, such as a special lounge at the airport. The lead tier options are either to migrate them to the iron segment or terminate them. Migration can be achieved via a combination of strategies including base fees and price increases. Imposing a minimum fee that is waived when a certain level of revenue is generated may encourage customers who use several suppliers to consolidate their transactions with a single provider. Termination can either be an outright firing, the restaurant will stop serving you if you keep sending food back, or a less confrontational approach such as charging for services that previously were free. Well, that's the end of our session on customer loyalty. Thank you much.